Great roads here in Virginia, buttery smooth, no one in front and no one in back. Our favorite kind of travel day. Look at this beautiful scenery.
Back roads.
So we got a text from the campground we're going to in Williamsburg. Do you want to hear what it says?
Yes. What does it say?
Well, it gives a lot of information about how to check in, which is good because sometimes you get to a park and you have no idea. So that's good. Points for that. But it does say things to remember. Bring your leveling equipment. The park is gorgeous, but we are in the woods and not perfectly level. So that means we're going to be using airbags most likely instead of the leveler jacks. Number 2, when hooking up to sewer, the yellow caps are for sewer. The blue caps are not. Yellow equals yay and blue equals bad.
Oh, that's good to know.
Don't use the blue.
You don't want to send your waste down the wrong tube.
No. And number 3, you're camping, have fun. So, nice that we got a text, a welcoming text, and some good information. So
sounds organized.
Yes. We're on the road to Williamsburg now. Here's a nice view. Oh, construction.
We made it to our campground, as you can see here in Williamsburg, and it's a nice campground. There's a little bit of campground noise because we're right on the freeway, but it's not bad. It's really pretty, lots of trees, and this morning we are headed into Jamestown Historical Park to find out what that's all about. So here we go. Come along with us.
And here we are at a visitor center for the Jamestown National Historical Park. Again, we do like to start out at the visitor centers. We're going to watch the film inside, talk to a ranger, see what the area has to offer. Always the first thing you should do when you come into a national park property. This is the nicest National Park theater I've ever seen in the visitor center.
Yeah, it's groovy. The sound system. Gotta tell you, this is a beautiful way to spend the afternoon. It is incredibly beautiful here on the James River. You can see the ferries going back and forth. We'll be on one of those in the next couple of days, but it is just amazing here. We're in, of course, Jamestown, and for those of you who may not be aware, Jamestown is the first English colony here in the United States, the first permanent colony. It's not the all-time first colony. That belongs to St. Augustine, and of course that's a Spanish colony down in Florida. Predates this by 100 years, basically. This is where John Smith and Pocahontas were, and the 104 English men and boys who established this colony in 1607. There is much archaeology and digs going on in this park, and you can see some of the original ruins.
No visit to historic Jamestown is complete without a visit to the Glass House. When the Virginia Company of London established Jamestown in May 1607, their primary goal, of course, was to provide a profitable return to their investors. They looked at glass production because the New World abounded with raw materials, wood for fuel and sand or silica for the glass. Unfortunately, their first attempt at a full glass production facility in the New World would not be successful. Visitors can see the remains of the original furnaces used by those early glass blowers. Even though today's glass furnaces are heated by natural gas rather than by wood, as in 1608, the tools and methods used by today's glass blowers are similar to those of the 17th century. Got our package. A nice thing about this campground is that we can receive Amazon packages or any packages without a charge, which is these days very unusual for a campground. So very grateful for that, and got our new something. I'll show you that later. We've been in Williamsburg, Virginia, 2 or 3 days now, and I have to tell you, the weather has been absolutely gorgeous. Talk about chasing 70 degrees. Right now it is 71 outside and sunny and beautiful. Today I think we're going to visit Colonial Williamsburg. We're going to take a little bit of time and wander the streets and see what that has to offer. So first we're going to grab a bite to eat at a fast food joint called The Cookout. That's a regional place. We've never been. We don't do fast food too often, but today sounds like a burger kind of day. So we're going to try it out.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so you choose a tray.
Burger looks good. Got onion rings and coleslaw, and Valerie's fries look really good too. All right, Valerie, how was the food?
It was okay.
It wasn't bad. It did sort of taste like the outdoors, like an outdoor cookout, but it wasn't the best.
Better than McDonald's.
Better than McDonald's, but not as good as
Culver's.
Culver's, yeah.
Or In-N-Out.
We love Culver's. We love our In-N-Out. We don't. I don't want to make it sound like we eat out junk food or fast food that much. We really don't. But every once in a while, it's good. Goes on this. All right, we find ourselves at the Williamsburg Art and Music Festival. We weren't planning on it, but I got to tell you, this is a special treat. Very well done and huge, covering many streets and historical Colonial Williamsburg thing.
Yeah, I've got some small secrets. This right here is an American fuzzy lop.
This is an English and gold
An American
rabbit.
fuzzy lop is basically a long-haired Holland lop.
Okay, sis, this would be a good place for you to set up shop. It's huge, and there are tons of people here.
Do I dare?
Yeah, they're cutting it.
Last time I got bit.
What do you got there, Valerie? Horsey? Horsey in the middle of Colonial Williamsburg?
Hey folks, good afternoon.
What do you say, Valerie?
Pretty cool. The whole city is a museum. It's amazing.
And it's so peaceful.
Very peaceful. For the amount of people that are here, it is very, very peaceful. Beautiful.
And it goes on forever. This
Blocks
is the whole
and
time.
blocks. Blocks and blocks, yes.
All right, that was an amazing day here in Colonial Williamsburg. Learned a lot and saw so much.
Yeah.
What a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Now we're heading back to the campground. All right, it's Monday morning now, and we are on our way to Richmond, Virginia, the capital of Virginia. We are on our way to a Costco there. We need to get resupplied and make sure we're good to go before we leave Williamsburg and head on south. Also, and maybe more importantly, we are going to the Apple store. They have an Apple store there because we are very interested in a new computer that they have that is supposed to be red hot for video editing, and we need a new computer. What is that computer, Valerie?
The Mac Studio.
Yeah, the Mac Studio, and let's face it,
We're PC users. We are not Mac users, so it would be quite a change and learning curve.
yeah, there's a small learning curve, but you know, we're pretty smart, so I think we can handle it. So more when we get there. Hey, I gotta show you something because I think this is pretty cool, especially coming from California. Check this out. You see that? $2.99. We haven't been under $3 in a while, so that's pretty cool. All right, we got our new Mac Studio. Just couldn't handle the computer crashing anymore. So I'll keep you updated, but this is supposed to be the one that can handle all kinds of video projects.
Hey there, I wanted to show you the Amazon package I picked up the other day. It's this 3-pot herb garden, and the reason I had to pick it up at the office is because it's an odd shaped, and Amazon Locker wasn't even an option for this purchase. So usually campgrounds don't let you send packages, and if they do, it's a charge of $5 or $10. So shout out to Thousand Trails Williamsburg for letting us have packages shipped for free. So that's great. I like the herbs because I like to cook with herbs, and I've got basil, cilantro, and rosemary. And the reason why I picked this shape, the squares, is because it's a nice, easy, it will fit snugly for travel. And Not on the dashboard, of course. I have to move it. But most of these little planters for herbs are circular, and that just doesn't work for RV travel. Now, I do have an issue. The problem with cilantro, or my cilantro, I actually don't know what the problem is. I've had this not even 3 or 4 days and it's already dead or dying. So if you can help me out, if you know why it's dying or how I can help this cilantro along, just leave a comment and help me out. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, today is Tuesday, and we are blessed to be able to go out again and explore this area. It's not like we go exploring every single day here in our RV life. We got lots of work to do, and today is just one of those great days. It's clear outside. There's no clouds in the sky. It's relatively temperate. It's only 75 degrees. And where are we headed, Valerie?
We are going to a charming town called Smithfield, and Smithfield is on the Isle of Wight, which is not really an island. I don't know why they call it the Isle of Wight. I think it's because it's in between 2 historic rivers, but we are crossing one of those rivers on the James River, the James River Ferry. So we're taking that across. That should be fun. It's actually a free ferry to get across the river to visit the other side.
All right, there you have it. We're on our way, and we'll catch you up on the ferry.
Okay, we're coming up to the line for the ferry, the Jamestown ferry. It's been a long time since we've been on a ferry. Well, yeah. That's not true. We go on ferries a lot. It's just that we haven't taken the car on a ferry.
Yeah, we've never taken a car or our motorhome on a ferry either.
Yeah, so this should be interesting. We're looking forward to it, and here we go.
Oh, by the way, Valerie, how much does it cost to get on this ferry?
It is free 99.
Free 99. Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah.
We come on the sloop John B, my grandfather and me. Around Nassau town we did roll, drinking all night, got into a fight, well I feel so break up, I wanna go home, hoist up the John B sails, see how the mainsail set.
I don't know about you, but this is pretty cool to be on the water on a ferry.
Absolutely.
And I cannot believe that they do not charge a cent. This is a beautiful 20-minute ride across the James River if you want to go to places like Newport News, or what else is across there, right?
Newport News is on the other side.
Newport News is on the other side.
Yeah, not this side.
But, you know, it's a commuter ferry.
Surrey. We're going to, it's in the Surrey is where we're going to.
Oh, okay, Surrey's on the other side. So that's pretty cool.
Why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so break up, I wanna go home, so now hoist up the John B sails, see how the mainsail set, call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, I wanna go home, why don't you let me go home, well I feel so break up, I wanna go home, well the poor cook he caught me fits, throw away all of my grits, then he took and he ate up all of my corn.
Hi guys, we're out for another afternoon of exploring, and today, well actually, you know, the interesting thing about the area that we're staying in is called the Historic Triangle of Virginia, or Virginia's Historic Triangle. And the reason it's a triangle is there's 3 cities. We've got Williamsburg, which we went and visited Colonial Williamsburg
Yeah,
the
that
other
was
day.
cool.
Very interesting. And then we went to the second side of the triangle is Jamestown, the Jamestown settlement of 1607. That was extremely interesting.
First English colony in the States.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't the States then, but in America.
In America. And then the final side of the triangle is Yorktown. And the reason Yorktown is historical is I believe Washington beat Cornwallis in the Revolutionary War, 1781 maybe. So we're gonna
Hey, that's pretty good, Valerie.
we're gonna go find out about that. So we're looking forward to the day. Oh, and I think there's a boardwalk in Yorktown that we can go and enjoy and kind of walk the town. So really excited to go explore what that has to offer.
I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you. So don't throw your hopes down, wishing well, let your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the open ocean, where you don't have to dream because there's you. Nothing around us, just flames in the fire. And through the night they burn like me for you. Covered in wonder, sweet in the silence. Oh, we'll keep running and we'll keep running. Leave your worries and your suitcase.
Well, that wraps up our time in Williamsburg. Really great time, so worth the stop, so much to do. Had a really good time. What about you?
Yes, I loved it, and especially, as you'll note by the title of this video, the price is right.
Yes. We didn't pay really anything. It was $0 for us. Number one, because we're Thousand Trails members and we stayed in Thousand Trails Williamsburg for free. We rode the ferry for free. We rode the trolleys for free. We have a national park pass, so all the admissions were free. But now, there were a lot of museums and things with ticket prices. We just didn't want to do. Sometimes you get a little museumed out, and we were okay with just walking the grounds and looking at the beautiful colonial buildings. So definitely a value budget trip especially if you're a Thousand Trails member. So definitely worth the stop. And we are off to North Carolina. So looking forward to that.
I believe this is our first time in North Carolina,
Yeah, I believe it is.
and we've got family down there that we are visiting as well.
No, that's in South. Oh, is it North Carolina?
There's North Carolina.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yes, North. Very good. So, actually, we're going to Lake Gaston. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm actually looking forward to.
Wait.
What?
Isn't Gaston from the
Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast?
Yes, I'm not going to start singing the tune, so. But I'm actually looking forward to a lake experience where we can take out the kayak, and we're leaving history a little behind, and we're now going to be able to explore nature a little bit with the kayaks and hopefully bikes and maybe some hiking. So looking forward to it.
Yes, and if you made it this far, we hope you've enjoyed the content, and we would make a plea for you to like and subscribe.
Yes. Well, thank you, and we will catch you next time.